Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madden. Moving on to our video. Yeah, so right now you're looking at a man, his name is Jhavaughn Pinnock. Yeah man, Jhavaughn Pinnock, and he's wanted in New York for the murder of Jhavaughn Jamison. Yeah man, and we want this man off the street, we want him out like now. Jhavaughn Pinnock is wanted by, yes, he's wanted by the NYPD for the murder. Yeah man, he's wanted for the murder of Jhavaughn Jamison, aka Blingers. And we want this man off the street like now. Yeah man, we want him off. Along with an accomplice gunned down Jamison outside the Pure Lounge nightclub in Queens, New York on April 8, 2023. Jamison, a 23-year-old from North Lauderdale, Florida, was shot multiple times and succumbed to his injuries at Jamaica Hospital in New York, so them kill him in America. So Pinnock is currently on the run and is believed to be hiding in Jamaica. His accomplice, Christopher King, has already been arrested and charged with murder. Second time now, him charged with murder, you know. King, you know, in New York, you know. So Pinnock is described as black, look like frog. I mean, 5 feet, 10 inches, and 220 pounds, with a scar on his left cheek, or you can say, face. So if you have any information on Pinnock whereabouts, please contact 119 Jamaica and let the police know that this corrosion is wanted by the police in New York, and they would issue the warrant to extradite him. There's an extradition warrant out for this man. But please, we're begging you, we're beseeching you. Use your conscience, please, for once. Don't follow the criminal-minded Jamaicans, man. Protect criminals. Because, look, the same boy that you're protecting today, tomorrow he might turn on you. Alright, so moving on to today's video. Yeah, so here we go again. 65 guns and over 4,500 rounds of ammunition found in a barrel at the port in Kingston, destined for Waterford, St. Catherine. So what's the likelihood of Vybz Kartel have any connection to this find? Because, you know, Waterford is his community. And you know that the recipients of these guns, yes man, guess what? They are affiliated to the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Yeah, man, I mean, in a Waterford we used to live. We don't want to jump ahead of the police investigation and leak certain information because you want, once you do that, then, you know, them start to look and say, who a mole or who are leak information to us at the Jamaica Young Police channel. So we're not going to go ahead for ourselves. And so we're making listen to a press conference done by Assistant Commissioner of Police, yeah man, McLaughlin. You know, so this massive gun shipment intercepted at Kingston ports, you know, linked to Waterford and Vybz Kartel on the investigation. So I say if this man, if him change him ways or what. So, you know, you understand. So authorities are arrested 2 suspects in connection with a major arms trafficking operation after a massive cache of firearms and ammunition was seized at the Kingston port on Monday. The arrest, which took place on Thursday following an extensive intelligence-driven operation by the St. Andrew South Police, working in coordination with other law enforcement agencies. So gun shipment destined for Waterford, a possible link to Vibes Cartel. Investigators are now probing whether this latest gun shipment was intended for criminal networks in Waterford, St. Catherine, a community long associated with notorious dancehall artist Adija Vibes Cartel Palmer. Cartel, you know that he was recently acquitted, by 3 paperback judges in Jamaica. One of them addressed me, say, boy, she never collect no brown paper bag, She said, oh, and you can't prove nothing because we don't have the money in our bank account. In which we are not idiot, because any criminal and judge, you understand, that no Jamaican people and a whole, and she's a judge. You think, say, which judge I collect bribe and put in them bank account? We don't keep that in our safe. I ain't when I travel little and give one one figure. Because when make a bag of money have a cartel, because cartel a millionaire in a US. Cartel supposed to be, apart from Shaggy and Sean Paul, him are the richest dancehall artist down there. Any other guy, I try, because them don't have the money like him. Whether or not you want to believe it. So, cartel, same link to organized crime, see him here. They have elements operating in the area. So law enforcement sources indicated that they are exploring potential ties between this arms shipment and known factions that have historically been aligned with the incarcerated entertainer. You know that as some people that say, whether or not you want to believe it, Vibes Cartel still do him sentence, because him conscience can't escape the things that him do, So him still incarcerated, although him in the bars, behind bars, Because him see him on talk. So the intercepted container, which originated from the United States, was found to contain an alarm and cache of 66 firearms, including 16 high-power rifles. Additionally, police confiscated over 4,700 rounds of 9mm ammunition, further raising concerns about the scale and sophistication of smuggling network. The latest seizure underscored the ongoing battle against the proliferation of illegal weapons, which continue to fuel Jamaica's high level of gun-related violence. So C-Stock, stern warning to gun smugglers. Assistant Commissioner Anthony McLaughlin, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Counter-Terrorism and Organised Crime Investigation Branch, issue a strong warning to individuals involved in arms trafficking. The JSAF will not relent in our efforts to dismantle these networks. Those who engage in the illegal importation of firearms will face the full force of the law, McLaughlin emphasized. The police are urging members of the public to report any suspicious activity related to illegal weapons as authorities continue to track down those responsible for financing and orchestrating these shipments. Echoes of past seizures, a pattern of organized arms smuggling. Monday's operation comes on the heel of a similar major gun bust in December 2023, when police discover a cache of firearms, gun parts and ammunition at the same Kingston port. That shipment including enough component parts to assemble 39 pistols and 1 rifle, along with more than 2,800 rounds of assorted ammunition. Who them people are going to kill with? Because these things have to kill people, Law enforcement officials believe these recurring firearm seizures are indicative of a well-organized criminal pipeline with strong overseas connections, continually attempt to arm gangs across Jamaica. The US-Jamaica gun trade remain a pressing security issues, as weapons originated from the United States have been linked to many of the country's most violent criminal networks. Ongoing investigations. Who's behind the shipment? With the arrest of 2 suspects, investigators are now working to determine the larger criminal syndicate behind this latest arms shipment. Authorities are particularly interested in identifying the intended recipients of the firearms in Jamaica and whether this network has any connection to influential figures, including those affiliated with Vibes Cartel's old stamping ground in Waterford. The police have not ruled out the possibility of further arrests as they continue to follow the money and track the communication channels that facilitated this smuggling operation. A continued fight against gun trafficking as Jamaica grapples with rising gun violence. Law enforcement agencies remain steadfast in their commitment to cutting off the flow of illegal weapons into the country. The latest seizure serves as both a warning to criminals and a testament to the vigilance of the Jamaica Constabulary Force and its intelligence partners. However, the questions remains, who is funding and orchestrating these shipments, and how deep do the ties run between this operation and the criminal network operating in Waterford? Authorities are determined to find out. So we're making listen now to ACP McLaughlin. I give you an interview and I tell you what's and who is behind the shipment and the investigation that they are continuing. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. So this is a big job by the police force, So we applaud them. You see how many guns? I tell you, and then you have one big broad-faced woman named Michael Jackson. I talk about she's alarmed at police fatal shooting. When all the people who do bring gun come in our country to kill people. All these people interested in the destruction of black people, and for create chaos and mayhem. Because so they make money at bloodletting. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
2025, the Jamaica Customs Agency and the Jamaica Constabulary Force, in particular, the Firearms Narcotics Investigation Division, searched a barrel which was shipped from the United States of America. The contents were 66 firearms, 16 of which were high-powered rifle and 50 handguns, along with 4,700 rounds of 9mm ammunition. The investigation is being carried out by the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division. So far, 2 persons have been taken into custody, and there are a number of other persons who will be questioned in connection to this find. Right. So the 2 persons who have been arrested, they will be interviewed and they will be charged in the coming days. So as soon as that is done, then we will update you as to the specific charge that will be laid against these persons. So once again, we are appealing to persons who want to use this road to ship firearms and other illegal things to Jamaica, that we are tightening up on the borders. We are cooperating more with our international partners. So once you try to do this sort of thing, you are going to be caught and be charged.
Yeah, so arrests are made in the illegal firearm importation case. Some people wonder, what sentence could the suspects face? So the 2 individuals who have been arrested and charged in connection with the illegal importation of firearms into Jamaica now face serious legal consequences. The charges stem from the recent seizure of 66 firearms, including 16 high-power rifles and over 4,700 rounds of ammunition at the Kingston port. Let that sink in. 4,700 rounds. You know how much Jamaican that can kill? One shot can kill all 4 or 5 people, just fly through them. It all depends on the proximity of each victims. So with Jamaica's Strict Firearm Prohibition, Restriction and Regulation Act 2022, the suspect could be facing significant prison time if convicted. So potential sentencing under Jamaica's firearm law. Jamaica has one of the toughest firearm laws in the region, especially after the Firearm Act was amended in 2022. To impose harsher penalties on gun-related offences based on the charges they are likely facing the suspect could be looking at decades behind bars. Yeah, man, decades. And boy, hey, we love that, you know. Because if a man knows say you bring gun coming in the country, you go walk house and you do it. Hey, we don't have no problem with that. You go prison, you know. You understand? So, one, for the illegal importation of firearm, under Section 5, subsection 2 of the Firearm Act, the unlawful importation of firearms is punishable by life imprisonment. Yes. However, in most cases, the court impose a minimum sentence of 15 to 25 years before parole eligibility, depending on the circumstances of the case. So in this case, them import 66 guns. I kill them, I use them to kill people. So them deserve to spend life in a prison. Them never come out. You have to make you have to set precedents. So a guy knows, hey, you say when you get catch, I bring in so many guns, more than 1 or 2 guns, you man a life you get, you never come out, you're dead in a prison. Illegal possession of firearm, possession of prohibited weapon, such as an assault rifle, carry a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years and can go up to life imprisonment. Possession of ammunition without a valid license also carry severe penalties, with offenders facing up to 10 years in prison per count. Alright, so life imprisonment them supposed to get, you know. Engaging in organized criminal activities if proven. Oh, on God's earth, a man that foreign you make money and you spend so much money to kill people. Because people, them going to kill, you know. And then we have a people, you know, named Jamaican for Justice, a part of the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. I hope they make sympathy plea for murderers. And people are some sick people doing it, man. So if prosecutors can establish that the accused were a part of an organized crime network, they could be charged under the Criminal Justice Suppression of Criminal Organizations Act, commonly known as anti-gang law. If people them in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal, them can't charge this too, you know. So this could add an additional 20 years or more to their sentence if convicted of conspiracy to smuggle firearm for a criminal organization. Will they get bail? Given the severity of the charges, it is highly unlikely that the accused will be granted bail. The Firearm Act makes it very difficult for an individual charged with gun-related offences to secure bail, as they are considered a significant risk to public safety. Recent precedents are sentences for gun smuggling. Jamaican courts have been handing down stiffer penalties for firearm trafficking in recent years. For example, in 2003, a man convicted of attempting to smuggle illegal guns from the United States was sentenced to over 20 years in prison. In another case, an individual caught with multiple firearms received 15 years with no parole before serving at least 10 years. Him should have get life. What next for the accused? The 2 suspects will likely remain in custody until their trial. If convicted, they could spend decades behind bars. The authorities are also investigating whether they are local or international accomplices, which could result in additional charges. With the Jamaica Constabulary Force and CTAC cracking down on gun smuggling operations, this case serves as a warning that the government is serious about disbanding armed trafficking network. So we are telling you, we have to give the government, props. They might keep the people them safe. And look here, we love anytime criminal have a bad day, but the only thing, this bad day, it's not really the bad day. We love it. We love anytime and go straight to the departure now. But them takes 66 gun off our street and 4,700 ammunition. And these were meant to kill. We don't hear where's Jamaican for Justice, or we don't hear them. Have yourself, you have to know your enemy, black people. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.